Hey guys, this is Blue Diamond, Edward Hartley with Organo Gold, and today we want to touch on just some of the top objections that many of you may have been getting as you're building your businesses, whether you're with Organo Gold or maybe you're thinking about joining us at Organo Gold. I want to just kind of talk about it for a little while. As many of you know, I've been in this industry for the greater part of 3 decades and got my start about 5 years ago with Organo Gold when I didn't drink coffee, didn't know anything about coffee, didn't even understand the value or the power of coffee. But I had to really just rely on my belief and my understanding that this was going to become what it is today, a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the objections, because any objection you've ever gotten, I've probably gotten it, many more times. Okay, but I want to start with the first one, which is I'm not good at selling stuff. And I've heard that one so many times, and I really think back to the fact that in life, in all of our lives, we all sell something, okay? Some of us as kids were selling our parents on getting them the new pair of shoes or whatever it was that they wanted. Some wives are selling their husbands on getting that new house. Sometimes the husband's selling the wife on how to get that new car or whatever it is that they want. But guys, we're always selling. So understand that sales isn't our existence. You can't avoid it, but there is no business that you can ever get involved with that you're not selling anything. So overcoming that objection is really a process of asking some questions. Hey, listen, do you want to continue to allow your future and your legacy to be determined by someone who is actually selling something that's paying you just for you being there to do a particular job? Because if that's not the case, then we have an opportunity for you. Now, the next objection I'd like to touch on is it's a pyramid scheme. And it's so funny when I think about the corporation I used to work for many years ago. I realized that maybe that was the pyramid scheme. Maybe that company that had one CEO and had a number of different levels of managers and some executives who were also over the staff. Maybe that was the pyramid, as opposed to the type of network marketing opportunity that's not a pyramid. Okay, see guys, when people think pyramid, they're thinking of the pyramid scheme and or some illegal type of system, and they misunderstand it. So it's really more of educating people and helping them to understand what this industry really is. So I always answer people that ask that question, is this a pyramid scheme? And let them understand that a pyramid is illegal, a Ponzi scheme is illegal, and they don't involve products. Our business is very simple, that involves products, and if yours is one that involves services, well, it's products and services. They fall into the same category. But just know that whenever there's a product and a service, it's a business. And every business, whether it's a rental car agency or a restaurant, there is a product in exchange for compensation. There's money that's being exchanged for the product or the services that's involved. So if you do your due diligence, you'll realize that what we do here in network marketing is really just an alternative method to bring the products and services to the end consumer. Nothing illegal about it. Actually, it's probably one of the most brilliant ways of doing business. Now, I love it when people tell me I have no money, and that one is the best one, because really, you have no money, and that's going to be your reason for not getting involved in an opportunity where people, for a very nominal investment, have been able to create millions and millions and millions of dollars. Well, guys, understand that the industry of network marketing does in revenue over $170 billion each and every year, of which commissions payable to the participants, okay? You're talking about over 90 million people all around the world. They share in about $70 billion worth of commissions that's payable. That means annual 70 billion, so that's $6+ billion on a monthly basis, or $200 million on a daily basis. So I always ask people, so If I can assure you or guarantee you where you can multiply your income for the same, if not maybe less effort than you probably currently give on your job, would you be willing to commit 3 to 5 years of your life to learn something that can make you financially free? Because you see, there's going to be an exchange. There's going to be a trade-off. You're going to have to commit something in order to get the results that you want. So your not having money is only a temporary situation. It's really just a temporary situation. And the one I want to talk about next is the fact that I have no time. And I saw just a couple of days ago, not having time. I was talking to a young man who talked about the fact that if he had some more time, he probably would just spend it with his family. And you know, when I got started in this business, with 4 kids and 2 of them were in college, I really didn't have the time per se. I was running a business. I was music minister, minister of music at my church, musical director at my church, and I had a full calendar. Then the things that are involved with my kids, you know, activities and such, I had a lot of stuff going on. So I don't think I had time either. But I got to tell you without a shadow of a doubt, because I found my coach, I found my mentor, and I made sure and dedicated myself to learning and developing myself, that there was never a problem afterwards of not having time. You see, people trade time for money all the time. But when you can get your freedom back by creating residual income, there's no exchange. The reality of it is, I don't know any better place that you can go and get an education, learn something, and create wealth. Having dinner with a good friend of mine who's a doctor, recently he said that he spent 12 years getting his education, he spent 12 years developing his practice, and even today, though he makes a good living, he has to physically be there in order to make the living. So he doesn't really feel he has the time that he would really like. He doesn't have the time freedom. So you got 4 of what I consider the top objections that I come in contact with, but I want to give you a little bonus, because the bonus, the one I want to touch on is the bonus is, let me think about it. And let me think about it is really the best one, because, ladies and gentlemen, you know, they say you become what you think about. And the person who says, let me think about it, they're probably saying that they've been thinking about this for quite some time. They've been thinking about how they can become free. They've been thinking about what it takes for them to achieve financial freedom. And maybe they've gotten it, maybe they haven't gotten it, maybe they have the answer, maybe they haven't. But when you properly present an opportunity and you lay it on the doorstep of someone that really wants what it is that they dream about and what they've desired, there's no need to think about it, because they've already thought about it. So I don't really like to come back and try to overcome the let me think about it, because that person has just identified who they are. They've thought about it a long time ago. They're just saying that let me think about it as an excuse to get out of the environment of them staying where they are. So hope that doesn't rub you the wrong way if you fall into that category. But you know, the minds and the thoughts of the people that are pursuing success, they are absolutely looking forward to finding what it is that they wanted, and when they spot it, they don't wait, they get started, they do it, they make it happen, and they make a change for their families. So guys, I look forward to having you, if you're looking at this opportunity with Organo Gold, I look forward to you joining my team over the next 18 months. We're going to help individuals create a portfolio of serviceable customers, a portfolio of 10,000 customers, which will create revenue of in excess of $500,000 a month. Guys, I've already done the math. We've done this numerous times. So that portfolio of over $500,000 a month can pay you upwards of multiple 5 figures on a monthly basis. I never like making income claims, but I can really talk about reality of creating a base of business that will stay with you and pay you every time somebody has a cup of coffee. So with that, this is your friend Edward Hartley. I'm a Blue Diamond with Organo Gold, and we're going out and getting this thing done. We'll see you guys on the beaches of the world.